Hello, it's Shawn Hart here, and I want to be the first to welcome you to this awesome training session about product selection that for now I'm calling the 10 important questions for proper product selection. 10 questions. This is brought to you by MeetShawnHart.com with special cooperation with QuickFastHurry.com. So the 10 questions, this is going to be pretty awesome. We're going to try to get through this in the next 60 minutes. And as we do, these are some of the things that we're going to cover. First and foremost would be the 10 questions that I ask myself every time before I ever decide to go forward with a product. Also, we're going to give you an explanation, an example of each product question, as well as an introduction to a new done for you type of product selection service, and a special invitation to the follow up web class called Sourcing Secrets and Finding Suppliers. So, first of all, who am I? If you don't know me, my name is Shawn Hart, and I am one of the co founders of Quick Fast Hurry, an Amazon seller coaching program. I am a $100 million plus private label product seller. Yes, I've done well over $100 million personally in the private label space online. I'm an online business coach and consultant and the creator of the original Amazon Sellers China sourcing trip. Also, I've been on Amazon for 5 years now and have been a lifelong entrepreneur, starting my first business in high school at the age of 16 years old. So, about today's product sourcing class. Okay, this is the special invitation that you can watch the follow up of today's training on Thursday, February 21st at 1 p.m. You can sign up for this special training as a follow up to today's training at meetshawnhart.com/sourcing. Go ahead, go there right now and register to claim your seat for the follow up training to today's web class. So for today, we're talking about product selection. First of all, I want to remind you when it comes to product selection, don't overthink this. Just to be funny, I like to say it's not rocket surgery and you ain't no brain scientist. So don't overthink this. Product selection should never stop you from moving forward in your private label business. Paralysis by analysis is a real problem for some out there. Never ever fall in love with any single product. Remember, this business is about you making money and putting that money in your pocket. If you follow just a few simple rules to get this right, it will be much, much easier. If the product doesn't fit what I'm about to show you, then please move on. It's okay to make mistakes, but we have to remember there are thousands and thousands of opportunities out there that are viable for Amazon. One win out of five, or a 20% batting average, is more than okay. This is about limiting your exposure and your risk. Don't be afraid to walk away from a losing product. And don't ever get discouraged. And never ever forget you don't have to make your money back on the same product that you lost it on. Now, what do I mean by that? If you have a bad product launch and you lose money on that product, just forget about it and move forward with another product launch. If it doesn't work, stop beating the dead horse and remember that I told you you don't have to recoup your money on the same product that you lost it on. Okay? Let's jump into product selection. How do you know what to sell? First of all, I want you to forget about BSR or bestseller rank. Forget about competition on Amazon, how much competition's out there or lack of competition. It doesn't matter right now. Forget about your profit margins. Forget about the size and weight of the product and all that other ASM type of stuff that everyone else is looking at. Okay? Forget about all that for right now. We're going to jump in to the simple 10 question quiz that can tell you finally in just a few minutes whether your product is really viable for the Amazon private label FBA business model. So, question number one, ask yourself this: is your product unique in its market? What do I mean by that? You have to force your customer to sit up and take notice by creating some uniqueness versus launching the exact same product that everyone else is launching. This could mean a different color, different shape, different packaging, different whatever. Doesn't matter. You have to be different. Here's an example for question number one. If you were to type pizza cutter, you can see that the pizza cutter that I've highlighted here is being sold at a premium, $14.99, while all the others are between $12 and $14. Notice that this pizza cutter is different in all aspects. It's a different shape, it's a different size, it's a different color, it's a different style. It really, truly stands out on the page of search results. So, question number two, is the market for my product big enough? Your product must have enough potential buyers to make it viable. And those buyers have to be able to afford it. If you do some very simple dry testing, you can be sure, finally, that there are enough buyers who exist who actually want your product and can afford it. One of the easiest things I like to do is check out Google Shopping Insights. When I go to Google Shopping Insights and search for pizza cutters, you can see that the product is in demand. Now, this particular bump is just because of the Christmas rush, but I did this just to demonstrate to you how effective a tool like Google Shopping Insights can be. Just search for your product and see if it's on the upward trend, meaning more and more people every day are looking to purchase it, versus on the downward trend, which obviously is going to mean that less people are searching to purchase that. Pretty simple stuff so far. So, question number three is, does your product solve a problem? Does your product really solve a real problem? Selling prevention, you'll find out, is 10 times more difficult than selling a cure. We all want to imagine a fantasy world where people are buying something just because they like it. But this is not reality. Prevention versus cure. So, for example, let's take this product, the expandable garden hose. This is a cure for an everyday problem. If you're like me and most other people who own a garden hose, that garden hose, unless it's expandable, takes up a lot of space. It's ugly, it's old and crispy, it's hard to store in an inconspicuous location. But if you were to have this awesome, magical, expanding garden hose, rather, this thing looks good, it works good, it stores in a small space, and it's protected. Now, imagine if you didn't know you had this problem. If you didn't even own a garden hose, and I were to try to sell you the idea of owning this garden hose because it's expandable, that's prevention. I'm trying to prevent you or encourage you to prevent yourself from having a problem that you don't even know exists. This is the wrong way to do it. If you already have a problem, it's 10 times easier for me to sell you an obvious cure, hence this product. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So, question number four, I always ask myself before I launch a new product, can you make a powerful offer and a competitive price? The time tested quote unquote pitch, like you see on TV every day, works the best. Remember the old saying from Billy Mays, but wait, there's more. Using your uniqueness that we talked about in question number one, you can package your offer to create tremendous value. Remember, you are selling to a real customer, but you're selling online. And price shopping, unfortunately, is very easy to do. So you have to make what I call a mafia offer. This is an offer you can't refuse. If you can't make what we call a mafia offer on your product, meaning an offer that someone literally cannot afford not to buy because it solves a problem that they already have. It's a risk versus reward decision. Does the price justify the lift in my life and what I experience as a consumer? Is my quality of life going to be better than the cost of the product. That's what you have to think about. Risk versus reward. Question number 5 I ask myself every time I launch a new product: is it easy to explain how your product works? If you can't explain what your product does in very simple words in the headline or title of your product listing, then you could be doomed. You only have seconds to grab buyers' attention. Make it count. If a buyer has to read a paragraph to understand your product, forget about it. Can you imagine trying to explain what a product does and a consumer is confused? Confused buyers do not make purchasing decisions. They just simply don't. So keep it simple. If you can't explain your product in just a few short, powerful words that fit into your headline, it's probably not the best product for you to be looking at. Moving through here more quickly, question number 6. This is an important one. Can you show a dramatic demonstration? If you can show an awesome before and after shot or a dramatic demonstration, then you have a winner. The best marketing easily shows what I call the radio station that all your consumers are listening to. It's WWFM. It stands for What's in It for Me. If you can easily show that with a before and after photo, like the image you see here for Shimmer Light shampoo, you can see an easy difference. Or in this scenario, this is a company that we're all familiar with called Proactive Solution. You can see the before photo, an image with all the acne, and then after using the product. That is a dramatic demonstration or a dramatic before and after photo. Easy. All right. The question number 7 that I ask myself every time before I decide to move forward with a product: does your product do more than one thing? So, what do I mean by that? A product that has more than one function is much, much easier to sell than something that has only one single function. Add something to your product that your competition hasn't thought of yet. Here's an example that I found of a water bottle that also holds your cell phone. And coincidentally, you can store your wired headphones in the bottom of the bottle as well. Now, this product has several functions, right? You can see how this product is unique, how it solves a problem. Where am I going to put my phone while I'm holding my water bottle running or working out? It's a dramatic demonstration. You can show sliding a cell phone into a bottle of water. You're going to stop people in their tracks. You see what I'm getting at here? Good. Okay, question number 8, moving right along. The 8th question that I ask myself before I launch every single product: can I get credible testimonials? Social proof, my friend, is one of the most powerful factors in making buying decisions. That means real, genuine customer reviews that make products irresistible. You need to create what I call a quote unquote, I want to experience that too scenario. We've all seen this. We see a product and we're like, I want that result. That's what I'm talking about here. Also, try looking under product or niche or industry associations, doctors, and experts in the field if you can. This is what it looks like when you have credible testimonials and incorporating before and after images. Very, very, very powerful for social image. At the end of the day, no one wants to be the only consumer of your product. We want to make sure that others have made the same decision that we make by purchasing your product and reporting that they have done so. Very important there. Question number 9 before I launch a product: are there any independently proven results or industry lab tests? Search through industry reports in your niche, in your category, in your industry, and search for lab studies so that you can borrow science for backing up your product's claims. Any reported scientific test can be utilized and cited as long as you disclose the source. Look at this example I found for you for a seller of CBD oil. The US government snubs big drug companies and takes CBD patent for themselves. Now, selling CBD oil to a consumer has absolutely nothing to do with the US or United States government taking over the patent, but it looks really, really good and it's true. The United States government officially recognizes medical benefits of CBD in its patent filing and states recent U.S. patent number entitled Cannabinoids and Antioxidants as Neuroprotectants was assigned to the United States of America as represented by who? The Department of Health and Human Services. This example screams, hey, this stuff is safe. It's backed by the U.S. government. It's probably FDA approved. The claims are probably true because, look, if the U.S. government's behind it, which they're not, this claim doesn't even say that the U.S. government's behind this product. It's merely citing an industry fact and showing exactly where that fact came from. Very, very, very strong, especially in your marketing. All right, finally, question 10. I ask myself this every time before I launch a product. Can you answer the questions that your buyers are already thinking about in their heads? If you use what we call future pacing and objection elimination in your marketing, you can dramatically increase your conversions and profits. Be a skeptic for once and try to head off all the possible objections in your listing by answering critical questions before they're asked. I love to do this. Future pacing means imagine yourself in this scenario in the future, experiencing benefit A, benefit B, benefit C, or what I like to do, I like to use the you're probably thinking. When I'm doing a live sales pitch for any product, especially if it's a one to many type of audience, I like to ask myself, what is my customer thinking? And I'll say, well, you're probably thinking, well, this isn't really for me because whatever. And then I answer that objection. Or maybe you're thinking this, and then I answer that objection. Maybe you've seen me do that before or seen someone else. All right. Now, did you answer yes to at least 8 of those questions that I use every time before I launch a product? If you did, then congratulations, you probably have a winning product. You've dramatically increased your odds of success. But promise me this, if you can't say yes to 6 or more of these critical items, then move on. Thousands of products exist that are viable to sell in Amazon. You just need to keep digging until you find one. Now, here's the bonus question, and this is a big one. Pay attention. Is your product consumable or does it create a recurring revenue opportunity? If your product normally needs to be purchased ongoing because the customer will run out or use it up, or if you can create a recurring revenue like a membership, then this can 3x or more the value of your business. Here are some examples. Whey protein powder. This is something that's consumed and needs to be replaced. If you can create something like this, I can tell you right now, I've been using and eating the same whey protein powder in my smoothies every day for the last several years. I can't even tell you how long. I just continue to reorder the same product over and over. What does this mean? This means that you can sell a customer one time and collect profit from that customer for the life of the customer as long as he or she is happy. Here's a mud mask, same thing, consumable product. If it works and I like it, I'm going to continue to buy it. Pomade or hair products, same thing. I use the exact same hair products and I buy it. I actually have a reorder button in my Amazon login profile every single time I need hair product. How about beard oil or shaving oil? Huge, guys. We've all should recognize this gentleman here who started a little company called Dollar Shave Club, which is a continuity program. Automatically have razors, high quality razors, delivered to your home every month on a membership basis. This company sold out to Unilever for $1 billion in cash simply because it was a recurring revenue model. Awesome, right? Okay, now, like I promised, I'm going to show you a real shortcut. All right? Remember in the beginning, I said, let me let you in on a secret of a new quote unquote done for you product selection service. You may or may not know that over my years, I have launched over 1,696 products. in the last 13 years. That's a lot of products to identify, source, and launch, right? My business on Amazon has seen more winners than any single person that I know or associate with. Product selection, folks, it's not only a science, but it's an art. Recent experience is a major factor in product sourcing. You can get it right the first time, but we learn more from our losers than we learn from our winners. So, having very recent experience in successful product selection, identification, sourcing, and launching is very, very important. Now, obviously, I've shown you some pretty awesome questions here that are super important whenever you go to look at a new product opportunity to see if it's viable. But I can't possibly show you everything you need to know about product selection in 30 minutes. So, with your permission, like I said before, I want to show you an awesome shortcut to product selection specifically for FBA sellers. We like to call it Product Selection Monthly. Product Selection Monthly. Pretty cool name, right? But what is Product Selection Monthly? It is the only one of its kind service for FBA Amazon sellers. It's hand selected and curated physical product ideas delivered to your door every single month. We're talking about a physical sample in hand with complete supplier pricing, supplier contact information, and more importantly, a brief synopsis of why we like the product and how we think you should sell it. This is a done for you product selection experience. But how does it work, Shawn? Good question. Every month, you'll receive a box with at least one unique product delivered to your door. If you choose to launch any of those products, supplier contact information is already included. Simply reach out to the supplier and place a test order. You'll pay a small fee every month for the subscription. And of course, once you're on, you can cancel at any time if you choose. But why would you ever want to, right? As long as we're delivering value. So, what's the catch? Here are a few caveats to Product Selection Monthly. Each product will be sent to no more than 15 sellers. Products are good for Amazon, Shopify, private sales funnels, or anywhere online. It's not just for Amazon, although that is my specialty. The samples are in plain, non branded packaging, and of course, the program has to be limited to a small amount of sellers. So when Product Selection Monthly is full, you'll have to wait for another invitation. The question of the hour: how much is it? Well, that's a good question. It's very, very affordable. But first, let me tell you a quick story. I travel the globe all year long in search of new products. I visit trade fairs all over the world. Dozens of shows, fairs, expos, and one time events are browsed, not online, not through video, but in person, on foot, by myself, shaking babies and kissing hands. Hopefully, you caught that joke. Last year, I went to China, Israel, Turkey, Poland, Germany, Singapore, and Taiwan just to visit trade fairs looking for product. I also went to San Diego, Las Vegas, Boston, Chicago, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Charlotte, Pigeon Forge, Orlando, Miami, and New York only for fairs and expos. Let me promise you that all this travel and research ain't cheap, not even close. I incentivize a lot of the exhibitor friends that I have who do over 100 shows per year just to send me new product ideas. I've been doing this for years. I pay for 17 different software programs that I use to sift and sort new product launches and trends, and I'm able to identify these things way before they get hot. I've been doing it for over 20 years, so now you can borrow my experience. Sound good? We spend over $100,000 every single year on all this research, and it takes hundreds of hours of my personal time. But we can't launch every product that I find, not even close. That's where Product Selection Monthly comes in. So, to answer your question, how much? Of course, I could keep this very exclusive and only offer it to a couple of the big players and easily charge $10,000 per year. But we're not all big players. I know that. We all need help, though, with product selection from time to time. So I chose to open it up and spread the cost among more than a couple of sellers and keep it very, very affordable. But even at $10,000 per year, it's a bargain, right? If you're able to find just one hero product that makes millions of dollars, it's a bargain. Before I show you how truly affordable this program is, ask yourself this. What would having that one successful product be worth to me that's in high demand, sells at a great margin, and makes money every day on Amazon, just like being on autopilot and does so with very little effort on your part? Would that be worth $10,000? Would it be worth $5,000? Of course. 2,500? Would you pay $1,000 to have that one hero product like I suggested? Absolutely. Anyone would, right? Today, my friend, you are invited to sign up for Product Selection Monthly for just $97. $97. Absolutely unbelievable. And get fresh ideas delivered to your door every single month. You can open your mind to new opportunities in new niches and categories that you would never even look in if it weren't for me. You can shortcut the sourcing work and have supplier contact information ready to use and have a real physical sample in your hand that you can evaluate. Now, this is what we talked about earlier. Maybe you're thinking, well, Shawn, these are just the products that you've already launched. No, these are not products that we have launched in my business, not even close. These are new products that we've identified that we don't have the time or resources to go forward with. Maybe you're thinking these products will be super competitive already and there's no room for me. That's not true. Even if all 15 sellers launch every single product, we wouldn't make even a small dent in the market. Amazon is huge. We often forget about that. And what I've seen is that we all have our own proprietary systems, our own ideas, our own tactics for launching and ranking a product, and we're not all looking to rank for the exact same keyword. So don't think about that. Maybe you're thinking, I don't want to have a closet full of cheap Chinese junk, and I can understand that, but we actually have several members who use these items as ready-made gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, weddings, and everyday gifts. They love it. It's fun receiving new grab bag style products in your mailbox every month. Or maybe you're thinking, what if I don't like the opportunity? Or maybe it doesn't fit my model. Just wait. If you don't like the opportunity, it's kind of like the weather, right? Another unique opportunity will arrive in 30 days for you to evaluate. Or maybe you're thinking, what kind of criteria do you guys use when you find products? That's fair. We don't use a one size fits all approach. My proprietary product selection approach looks first for opportunities and not products. This allows me to unveil winners for us almost every single day. Or what are you thinking to yourself? What if I decide to quit the program? It's easy, really. Just email our support staff and we will unsubscribe you immediately and you will never make another payment. Fair, right? All right, let's talk about the bonuses. I have 3 bonuses for you today. If you subscribe today to Product Selection Monthly before the deadline, you will automatically be upgraded to our gold membership and get not one, but 2 or 3 or more products every single month. This is a value of $297, absolutely free for you today if you join for the special price of just $97. But that's not all. But wait, there's more. Bonus number 2. Sign up today, and you're also going to get 6 months free of my Product Spotlight newsletter. So, what the heck is Product Spotlight newsletter? These are the products that we also identify that are not necessarily good enough to make it into Product Selection Monthly, but I still record and report these. Some months it's 6 products, some months it's 10 or 12 products. They go into a newsletter that I call Product Spotlight Newsletter that comes with photos, descriptions, synopsis of the product, graded from 1 to 5 stars, supplier information, links to videos that you can use in your marketing, and more often than not, I write a simple classified Facebook style ad that you can use to sell your product. Or if you want to launch the product, you can use the advertising I've already created for you in the newsletter to build a customer list or whatever you want. This is a $60 value because the newsletter sells and is paid at $10 per month. 60 bucks for you, free if you join today. And bonus number 3, dun, 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 join me today and you're also going to get my $1,000,000 funnel. How I took a $39 offer up front on Facebook to a $673 average order value. I'm going to share this funnel with you. You can adapt it to your business or just use it for information, for research, for entertainment, and the walkthrough video. My infamous $1,000,000 funnel did $1,012,090.40 in sales in the first 30 days with a $39 offer. Amazing. What's the value of this? You put a price on it. I don't know, but it's yours if you join me today. And here's another bonus number 4. You ready for this? Last but not least, in 1 year, my business partner and I sourced, launched on Amazon, and scaled 350 products in 1 single year. 350 products. That's like 1 product per day for a year. Okay? Every single one of these products was identified by me, sourced by me, and guess what? I tracked the entire process in 3 Google spreadsheets and Google Sheets. Every product takes up 1 line on Google Sheets that shows competition, the rate of competition, how many reviews the product had when we launched it, links to the product on Amazon, and links to actual supplier purchase orders where we purchased the product. You can see the supplier, you can see the quantity that we purchased to launch, you can see the date that we launched, and you see exactly how much we paid for those products. We're talking about over 350 product opportunities ready for you in 3 Google Sheets. The reason we have to use 3 Google Sheets, you might be asking, it's because Google Sheets is limited to so many million cells per sheet. So there's so much information and data there that we had to spread it between 3 Google Sheets. Now, I'm not going to give this to you, but if you join me today for Product Selection Monthly, all right, you will have the opportunity to get lifetime access to my infamous Google sourcing sheets. It's amazing and it's so cheap. You're going to hate me for showing it to you. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but you'll find out when you go through the ordering process. This alone, my friend, if you were to join us, is worth its weight in gold. 350 opportunities, very unique opportunities, all with supplier information, actual invoices from the factory. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So how do you get started? Join me today for Product Selection Monthly and get all 4 of these bonuses. You can do so at the link I'm about to share. But first, I have to tell you, if you go to the link and it's no longer taking orders, if there's no order form, then I have to tell you that the program is full. Now, we do have people come and go every month, so you'll be asked to join a waiting list if you wait, and then we'll send you an invitation when there's room in the program, okay? So if you go to meetshawnhart.com/box-a-month, you can see the link right there, meetshawnhart.com/box-a-month. If the order form is up, my friend, then we have room for you right now in Product Selection Monthly. These bonuses go away in 30 minutes. So you have 30 minutes to complete your order right now. Let's recap the offer. It's $97 to get started. There's absolutely no commitment. It's month by month. You get all the bonuses. Bonus number one, free upgrade to gold package, meaning not one product per month, but two or three or more products every single month. You're also going to get my $1,000,000 funnel, absolutely free with the video walkthrough explanation, and 6 months free to Product Spotlight newsletter. That's $60 value. So if you sign up today and you only get the Product Spotlight newsletter, it costs you $37. Nothing, right? All those bonuses plus an opportunity to get lifetime access to my infamous Google sourcing sheets with product information, not on ideas, but on products that we've actually sourced and launched on Amazon, along with supplier contact information, pricing, and links to the real invoices and purchase orders with those suppliers. An amazing, amazing opportunity. This deal goes away 28 minutes and 23 seconds. I'll see you on the inside. Thank you for your time and attention today. To your continued success, God bless you. I'm Shawn Hart from MeetShawnHart.com, signing off. Talk to you next time.